Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. We're in a computer museum in Mountain View in Silicon Valley in the United States, in California, and I'm delighted to be with the new president of the ETSI NFV ISG, who is Stephen Wright. Stephen, I know you've had trouble getting here because there's a big concert on nearby and traffic's gridlocked, so thanks very much for giving us the time and congratulations on the new post.
Thank you.
Now, it's evident that NFV is of great importance to the global comms industry. What role has ETSI played in the NFV story, do you think, and what processes remain to be completed?
Well, the ISG has really been a catalyst for the industry in this industry transformation that we're undergoing. It's helped to bring to the industry's attention the technology transformations and build the awareness around that. But it's really the underlying economics of the situation that are driving this kind of transformation.
And what are the basic economics driving it?
Well, you have cost pressures that drive operators to seek improvements in CapEx and OpEx. There are customer service improvements in terms of service delivery timescales and service creation, this speed to market, this kind of things. So there's a number of initiatives that the operators are seeking to achieve through this transformation that they've identified in those white papers that are so widely available.
So as NFV moves beyond theory and into proof of concept before wide-scale trialling and eventual commercial adoption, can you share with us some of the examples of the POCs, or proof of concepts, you've been working on or involved with?
So the POC program at the ISG is one of the things I'm quite proud of, having had a role in getting that kicked off. I think the ISG's POC program has been very useful in trying to move the industry's attention beyond theoretical and paper studies into actual practical implementation issues. And I believe there are north of 20 approved POCs that are underway, and I think there is some further analysis of that on the wiki that's available for folks to look at.
Okay, thanks. It's emphasised constantly that NFV is going to have to be open if it's to be truly successful worldwide. But what about the reality? Look, we've all been in this industry a while. We have seen attempts at openness before, but the reality has often been that it's not that open really, because de facto proprietary standards emerge and become the reality, and the openness disappears to some extent. Do you think we can avoid going through that unfortunate loop yet again?
So I think in this case there really is both an economic push towards the use of common off-the-shelf components for large portions of the infrastructure here, as well as a genuine desire by the community to engage in both open source activities, open standardization activities, and really move the whole industry into a much more open environment than we've had in the past.
Okay. We know all about the potential benefits of NFV, they're drilled into us constantly, but what about barriers to its adoption? There are some, as we know. What are they, and how do you think they can be surmounted?
So I think that's an interesting question. It's always easy to focus on the benefits of a transformation, but any transformation is a change, and change is hard. Here we have transformations in terms of the equipment infrastructure, in terms of the operating systems, in terms of the people and procedures, the staffing involved. So there are lots of changes that are all conflating together as the industry proceeds here. So how everybody moves through and which changes they tackle first, I think that's something the industry is going to work through as it evolves over time.
Okay, let's talk about your new role as the chairman of the ETSI NFV ISG. We're beginning to see the end of phase 1 of NFV. We're moving into phase 2. We're going from the informative to the normative. What do you think is going to be your first task, and what will you be focusing on as you take over the chairmanship?
So this is an interesting time in the industry as well as in the ISG. So the ISG is finishing up the current set of documents, and we're starting to consider new work items for the continuation of the ISG for the next 2 years. I mean, as you know, we've decided we want to extend for the next 2 years, so we have a continuation program. And I'm expecting that there will be ongoing discussions of new work items and how that work should be reorganized over the next couple of years. I think another critical piece of this transformation is really that it is not just a new technology that is being specified here, but it has to also be adopted elsewhere, a wider adoption in the industry. And as we communicate that to the other industry bodies that are also involved in that transformation, that communication and coordination with the other standards bodies and industry alliances and open source projects, that's all a critical piece of how we make this a reality for the industry.
As you sit down for the first time as chairman, what will your first task be?
To take a deep breath and appreciate how much we've actually achieved in the last 18 months, 2 years. If I were to think back to the first meeting we had in Sophia Antipolis at the beginning of last year, and you would have told me at the end of that meeting that we're going to have as many documents as we have available in an open area by now, I don't think anyone would have believed that would have happened.
Well, it's a big job. Congratulations and good luck with it. Stephen Wright, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.